Well, good morning from Little Creek Bee Ranch. There's something I want to show you this morning. We're at the hilltop apiary, and right over here, these two pair of hives. The far left one, the far left one has our pollen trap on it, and we're going to do a pollen check. If I can get over here, it's a little after 10 o'clock in the morning. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. And the bees are out and about. And that drawer right there at the bottom is what we're after. And usually I can do this without any problem, no problem. But I'm going to pull the drawer open, and there's all the pollen. A whole lot. And there's ants and stuff in there. We'll get those out later, but I checked the level of the pollen, and it's real tender. It's real soft and moist, so we'll dry that out. We'll dry that out in the sun on a sunny day, but we'll let it get up, maybe halfway. A big old tray, looks like that. Let me pull out, and it just slides in the bottom. There's a bee going in. Oops, she's trapped. She'll stay in there. Oh well. Okay. And it's a Sundance pollen trap. And we have 6 of those, but they're not all out right now, just the one. And if I slide around this way, they're going in. See, there's a front of the bottom board broken off, because it fell over in the storm, fell face forward. And they'll go up inside that. They're bringing in a whole truckload of pollen. Bees coming and going. And they go up through a series of screens, and it knocks off about 60% of the pollen. See the hole in the top of the brood box? I'll leave that open for them so they'll get some in the brood nest. We kind of strip off a lot in the pollen trap. So there's a bottom board that the trap sits, kind of hard to hold one hand, bottom board that the trap sits on, and it's right here. The bottom board is the bottom right down there, and this big wide part is the trap. And so we'll check pollen levels every day, and we'll try to harvest it about every 3 or 4 days. Fun harvest. I love this part of beekeeping. There's just a lot of great benefits to pollen. You can get down in there. A lot of good things about bee pollen. Good stuff. When it's dry and ready to be consumed, there's ants, and we'll get those out on a cookie sheet in the sun. The ants will run out. I'll eat it on ice cream with frozen blackberries. Awesome dessert. Very popular. Pollen's a popular bee byproduct. Awesome stuff, man. I think you could probably even see, I don't know if you could see the bees inside. Just down inside there underneath the screen. The bees are trying to come up. Get up through there. Some with pollen on them. Yep, ants. I don't so much worry about the ants. But I wanted to show you a pollen harvest, you know what it looks like, and we'll dump that in a big Rubbermaid tub and take it to the house and process it. I don't know, we'll do that about every 3 or 4 days. Get a lot of pollen. That's 1 trap out of 6, but we don't have all the other 5 out right now. It's been a weird bee year. This has just been a weird summer. There's the other side. These 2 hives right here, these 2 colonies, they fell face forward in the high winds, face forward, and split open like a deck of cards. Yeah, it was a mess, man. And the bees, they were some kind of mad. They were stealing from each other. They weren't so mad at me. Boy, they were mad at each other. Had to smoke them and busted a solar ventilator. There's the ventilator on the other one. But this one right here, it got busted. So we just took it off. And we'll pan around to the sisters next door. And this is how I like to set up the colonies, on a brood box, and then a queen excluder with a shallow or medium, and then the ventilator. Now, there's trade-offs. Usually, in a normal summer, the ventilators will really help the bees air out the honey. The ventilators will suck out a lot of moisture and reduce the varroa problem, and the bees can go get more nectar. You'll get more production, but this year it's been weird, so we'll only get really one box off of these colonies. We've already pulled in 6 boxes total, but what's remaining out here, we'll pull 1 box off each one of them, so I think that's probably 15 or 16 boxes total. But nectar flow's moving for fall time, late summer, early fall. See how close. Girls say good morning. Doing their business. Doing their thing, man. It's work time at the Little Creek Bee Ranch. It's work time. Is that not cool? That's awesome. I love it. I love it. Yep. They care less about what I'm doing. They're all after nectar and pollen. Very cool. All right. Enough of that. I'll show you something else I see. We'll slide over here. Let's see, this set of 4 right back over here. Now, there's one here that has bees on the front of it. And when I see bees that are set in the front like this, usually it's an indicator that they're full inside. Now, these girls are doing something unique. You need to learn this. See this action that the bees are doing? Kind of forwards and backwards. That's washboarding, a small group's washboarding. They're cleaning. Now you see backwards and forwards movement in unison, some of them. That's washboarding. I think that top honey box is full. And that one right there, I bet that top box is full. This is a new medium set. They're just filling out the bottom box there. And here's another medium set. They're filling out the bottom box there. So there's a set of 4. And then number 9. These are some of my favorite girls. These girls have been here for about 4 years. And they've been good producers. They've even kicked off some nice swarms. And they just really are some good stable bees. Let me slide here in front of them. Slide over this way. Let's say good morning here and get a good look at what they're doing. Cleaning. Back and forth movement. They're cleaning. Pollen's going in. That's okay. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Yeah. And it's 10 o'clock in the morning, so I got a lot of bees coming back. What that tells me is there's a lot of nectar moving. They're coming back this early with a lot of pollen and nectar. That's a good thing, because I feel comfortable pulling all these honey boxes, and they'll have a month and a half or so to fill up the next round. Anyway, there you go. At Hilltop Apiary at Little Creek Bee Ranch. Have a great day.